Some of the richest energy reserves in the world are just off our U.S. shores, waiting to be discovered, in a government-owned area lying 300 to 200 miles out to sea. An advanced exploration technique called seismic surveying is the first step to unlock this precious resource needed to ensure America's energy security. Offshore exploration is highly regulated and performed only in government-licensed areas, following strict guidelines that protect the vital elements of our marine ecosystem. Well before seismic survey operations begin, safety precautions go into effect to protect marine life. Animal movement and behavior patterns are analyzed, and any areas of concern are closed to seismic surveys. During operations, visual and acoustic monitoring is used to detect marine mammals that may be present. Seismic surveying uses compressed air released into the water to create sound waves that penetrate deep into the subsurface rock at the bottom of the ocean. To give animals that may be sensitive to this sound time to leave the area, the surveying process begins with a soft start, a technique that gradually increases sound to full operational levels. The survey is conducted by a ship towing a compressed air gun, which fires in regular intervals, and a large array of sound sensors that record how long it takes for the sound to bounce back from the layers of rock under the sea floor. From the recorded data, detailed three-dimensional maps are produced. These provide engineers the information they need to develop a production plan in order to tap the highest yield reserves. The maps also pinpoint the safest and most efficient drilling locations, eliminating unnecessary drilling and reducing the number of dry wells. If visual observers or acoustic monitoring devices detect sensitive marine life in the vicinity at any time during the survey process, then all operations stop immediately and are restarted only when the area is clear. Offshore exploration using seismic surveying and proven safety measures that protect the marine environment.
Out at sea, a seismic crew works off a vessel with a specially designed back end, so it's easier to lay floating cables or streamers. And all along the length of the streamers, microphones called hydrophones are attached one after another. Several of these hydrophone streamers are pulled behind the vessel at once. Acoustic sources are towed behind the vessel in front of the streamers and release compressed air, which creates the wavelets. These wavelets travel through the water and into the subsurface below, where, just like on land, they bounce off the rock layers and then return to the hydrophones to be recorded. Here's what seismic looks like after it's been recorded. Basically, it's a bunch of squiggles. There are still a few more steps to go before it begins to look like an actual picture of the Earth's interior. Right now, the data is still in its raw form. To get a picture that actually looks like the Earth beneath us, the data has to be processed. It takes a large supercomputing PC cluster to process the seismic data. These computers go through all the different traces made by the wavelets and filter out everything we don't need, such as vibrations made by a tractor in a field nearby. Using really amazing computer applications and working on state-of-the-art workstations, geoscientists can see the seismic data translated into a 3D picture. You might be thinking, I don't see any oil and gas there. But believe it or not, geoscientists can look at this processed data with their trained eyes and make an informed decision about whether or not oil and gas deposits are in the geologic structures. Seismic data leads to a high percentage of drilling success with less risk to the environment. And in a world where the demand for oil and gas is increasing faster than the supply, good seismic information will lead to more affordable energy.